Hey guys, and especially welcome Pi.
Hello!
And over here I also got Sancarn with me.
Hello.
Yay, and yeah, well today it was the first day where Pi and we all together really messed around a little bit with Redstone and with Mob AI and on our Snapshot server, so it's on 14W10C, and the new behavior has been introduced to skeletons and wolves in the 10 snapshots, and that is that wolves now attack skeletons, and on the other hand, skeletons run away from wolves. And so, Pi with his Mob AI, how do you say?
I don't know.
You know everything about mobs, and together we created this Mobsorter here, which sorts out, skeletons, witches, zombies, and creepers into separate chambers without killing them. And as you know, they all have the exact same hitbox, so we can't use hitboxes to actually sort these mobs out, but we rather have to rely on their AI. And so here's the pretty clever setup. We developed this all together, and we'll just go through it step by step to show you how the different parts are working. And it's actually a pretty cool system, and well, it contains some tricky and ideas behind it. So let's get started at the top.
So here we have a little pond where we're going to deploy mobs. This would sort of imitate or like visualize your mob spawner. We're just going to fire random mobs out of this dispenser here. There's just some spawn eggs in there, and there's some beastie clock and stuff to just give it some sort of timing of repetition. And then we come to this area here. So we have a little clock here which is made out of comparators, and what this does is it activates this torch which releases the fence, which basically gets the minecart, and it allows the minecart to travel along this rail, and then the minecart bumps into some of the mobs, and then it goes back again, and then the mob comes out. And it's worth noting that the mobs always travel in that direction, which is west, or south, I think.
Yeah.
If your minecart rail is going in the other direction, it'll always travel south.
The important thing about this is that it allows us to get mobs, just set frequency into this drop shaft here, although they're appearing at completely random intervals up here. And you just pick one mob and exactly one mob from the minecart here, and no matter how many mobs there are down here. So this is the best mob separator, so to speak, we could come up with, and it works very reliably. And this uses the new mechanics that activate the rail now, eject all kinds of entities out of minecarts. Pretty cool. And then they actually get processed further down to the actual sorter, where Pi is going to explain us the concept behind it.
Yeah, okay guys, now we have two parts where we are just sending these mobs down. And the first part is up here, where you just saw, for example, the zombie is now standing. This part, the mob can just realize where he is, and for example, when there is a zombie, he can see this villager. So later, when he is dropped down, he will find the path to this villager, and it just helps us to make this whole process a little bit faster. And we can, for example, see that the zombie, after he is dropped, there is another villager down here, and he will basically try to find a path to one of these two villagers, and both of these paths leads him down. So he will end up in this water stream, and then just in the zombie chamber. And the important thing is that there is a 4 meter high drops, or 4 meters high drop, and so other mobs won't jump down, and that is how you sort zombies. Now, for example, for skeletons, we have these wolves now, so that's pretty nice, because they are scared of them. So when there is a skeleton here, he can already see these wolves, so he can try to find a path that goes away from them, and that path leads him to this platform, and this platform is actually really important to have more blocks so they can find like a spot in which they can go. And there is like this feature, JL, can you go right here, and if you can see this soul sand and all these trapdoors, the skeletons are fast enough so they walk right by that first trapdoor, but witches don't. And that is how we can separate witches from skeletons, because normally it is not really possible to do that, but thanks to this system, when a witch just goes here, now I'm in the system, okay? Help me, guys!
You were just treated as a witch, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I will just continue right here. So the witch just ends up either down here, because it is just standing here. So the witch doesn't have really any target, so she is just standing here. And after a while, this clock gets triggered, and it just pushes the witch down. But the witch can also just randomly walk somewhere, and that's why we have this soul sand and the trapdoors. So the witch just is really slow, and then she just drops down in that slow sand contraption, or this feature.
So the important facts are, first of all, yeah, the witches, since they don't have a target and don't try to run from something, just walk, and therefore are too slow to get over these soul sand, even if they just randomly decide to walk off in any direction, while the other mobs run, and they run either away from the cats or away from the wolves here, which is the new mechanic. And we just arranged them in a very clever way so that it works really reliably. Not 100%, but at least 98%, I would say. And then, yeah, this middle stage here, as Pi already stated, just makes sure that the mob already tries to find an escape route and therefore reacts quicker, so the whole process of the whole Mobsorter can be done quicker. Creepers will already see the ocelots and get into a flee mode, and same goes for skeletons. And yeah, as Pi said, the zombies will already track the villager. Yeah, I guess we covered most of it. Down here, there's just one interesting fact, and that is sometimes, very rarely, the mobs actually still don't target anything, because it's still random what they target, and sometimes they just take too long, and therefore end up in a witch chamber, since the witch chamber is the chamber where you end up when you don't do anything. And there you can actually see a skeleton down there. So all other mobs, beside witches, which will end up in this chamber, will actually burn in the lava here, because they are not fireproof. The witches will stay here, so we will in the end actually just have witches remaining here. And you can see there are tons of skeletons here, tons of witches, tons of zombies, tons of creepers. It actually worked perfectly this time. And to kill these, well, you can just burn the other mobs, but for the witches you just have to use TNT.
Indeed.
Yeah. The whole contraption, I don't know, it's pretty awesome. It just combines a lot of new tactics and techniques, especially the minecart here and the behavior of the witches. And yeah, the redstone is not too complicated. We just got a double piston extender here pushing over the witches and releasing this side so that no other mobs can actually accidentally walk in there as well. And beside that, it's just a clever placement of everything. And if you want to try this out on your own, I will include a world download in the description. And yeah, as you know, credits go to Pi. First of all, he was mainly working with it. Then I also did a lot of work with the pistons and with the redstone, and actually also with the layout a little bit. Sancarn helped as well, and yeah, we came up with this redstone up here. Also Spire was involved with this. He is not here anymore, it's already pretty late and he went. But beside that, I guess that covers it all. thanks for watching, and yeah, see you next time. And also welcome Pi to our server. He's a new member, in case you haven't seen Milky's video or the announcements on Twitter yet. And yeah, he's a very cool and talented guy and knows everything about mob AI. So check out his channel in case you haven't seen a redstoneless 8-bit adder so far, which only works with mob AIs. And maybe you can actually explain that yourself in the video. I guess I will link it in the description. And he got some other very cool stuff on his channel as well. So, bye!
Bye!
Bye!